What's up, guys? I just finished watching episode 5 of season 5 of The Boys, and yeah, I actually really enjoyed this episode. Seeing a lot of people, complaining online about this being another filler episode, maybe even the worst of the season. And I don't get that from this episode at all. It doesn't push the main plot forward, yeah. But what it does do is it really gives us a lot of really interesting and deep character development, because this episode, it really lets those side characters shine, I feel, especially like Firecracker and Black Noir. They're a big part of this episode. We finally get to see, more into their personal lives and how Vought and people like Homelander and even the Deep can slowly destroy who they are. And Firecracker especially is just a very tragic character, and she had chances to do the right thing, right? And even leave Vought at the end, but she kept choosing the wrong choice every single time, because all she really wanted at the end of the day was Homelander's love and approval, and he never actually genuinely cared about her, and it just adds so many layers to that relationship. But what's really interesting there is Homelander seems to respect people more when they actually stand up to him than when they actually try to love him, which says a lot about, his character. I feel like it adds even more layers. Now, the other big thing in this episode is, Soldier Boy, and I still have no idea kind of where this is, going with his character and how it's going to end up, because his dynamic with Homelander is also very interesting, kind of all over the place. On one hand, he's shown like a ton of anger and resentment towards him. He actually steps up and he saves him out of a very, dangerous, life-threatening situation. And I don't know how I feel about that yet. Part of me kind of preferred when he just didn't like Homelander at all. But now he feels way more unpredictable, and I'm really curious to kind of see how he's going to react once he finds out that Homelander also killed Firecracker just for sleeping with him, because that, I feel like, could also easily flip him back to the other side again. And then you've got also Bombsight, who they've really been like teasing and hyping up for a couple of episodes now, and it feels like they're really setting him up to be a major part of these last 3 episodes. However, he will factor in with that in the V1 storyline, especially with him being also tied to the Vought Rising spinoff show coming out soon. Maybe it didn't like move the plot forward a ton, but I still really enjoyed this episode. It adds a lot of depth to these characters that I feel like definitely needed it, and I think it's way more important than people are really giving it credit for.